Great to have you with us. This is the Independence Day, 4th of July weekend. Tulsa Drillers celebrating here with fireworks on Friday night, fireworks last night, and again tonight. The grand finale of our fireworks spectacular tonight after the ball game. It's a beautiful evening for baseball. There's very few, if any, clouds above the sky here in downtown Tulsa. It is on the warm side. It's 95 degrees with a 10-mile-per-hour breeze blowing in from left center field towards the third base foul line. That is the predominant direction of the wind here at One Oak Field. One Oak Field has been home to the Drillers since 2010, replacing the Drillers Stadium that was home to the Drillers since 1977 over on 15th and Yale, other side of town here in Tulsa. This beautiful downtown ballpark sits at the corner of Elgin and Archer, and we are set to go. Great to have you with us. Here is Caden Polkovich, tonight's leadoff batter. He is a switch hitter batting from the left side, and Bobby Miller set to go. Here comes tonight's first pitch. And a fastball, a swing, and a ground ball towards second base. Mann to his left has it, throws to first for the out. Boy, he had to wait for Yurchak to get to the bag before he could throw it. And they just do get Polkovich. Well, our first pitch delivered at 6:08 and 95 degrees at first pitch. Mentioned that 10-mile-per-hour breeze. So on the game's first pitch, Polkovich bounces out 4-3. Here is Joe Rizzo. He's hit safely in 23 of his last 25 ball games. Left-handed batter, and the pitch is inside, ball one. Bobby Miller, 6'5", 220-pound right-hander, 23 years young, out of Elk Grove Village, Illinois. Here he comes, and the pitch low and inside. Miller, 3 wins, 3 losses, a 4.92 ERA. This is his 14th start. Pitch, fastball, swing, and a ball fouled off to the third base side. That fastball came up there at 99 miles per hour. He has a 4-seam and a 2-seam fastball, and he can hit a 101 with that fastball, 101 miles an hour. Here he comes, a 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. He also throws 2 versions of a slider. He's got a changeup and a curveball, and also a cutter. 2-2 the count to Joe Rizzo, who's hitting .256, 15 homers, 36 runs driven in. Fastball sails up high at 99. Just underway here in downtown Tulsa. Jack Larson waits on deck for the Travelers. Here's the pitch, and that is a breaking ball. Strike 3 call. Came in with a curveball. Bent it in there at 80 miles an hour, and he strikes out Rizzo looking. But one thing you'll note is you watch Bobby Miller tonight. He is throwing a whole lot more of his secondary pitches. He's throwing a lot of off-speed pitches, changeup, curveball, sliders. Here is Jack Larson, the right fielder. First pitch, he takes low, ball one. Bobby Miller realizes as he moves up the ladder of minor league baseball, he can't just rely on that dynamic fastball. And it's all part of his development here as he's refining his pitching. Larson, a left-handed batter. The pitch, a swing and a liner down the right field line, and that is a fair ball. Over to cut it off his paw is the right fielder. And now his throw back to first, and out at first base. It's Larson. Andy Paz with a strong rifle throw to first base gets Larson, who rounded first. Tried to dive back to the bag, but he is shot down by Paz for the third out. We played a half inning here in downtown Tulsa at beautiful One Oak Field. It is Arkansas nothing, and the Tulsa Drillers coming up. Bottom of the first inning tonight at One Oak Field, no score. Here come the Tulsa Drillers, and it'll be Jaron Kendall to bat leadoff. Going up against right-hander Emerson Hancock for the Travelers. Tall right-hander set to go to work. Here he comes, the first pitch. Fastball low and outside, ball one at 94. Jaron Kendall hitting 187 with 5 homers, 15 runs driven in. Left-handed batter up here. Here comes Hancock's next pitch, and that is a fastball in there for a strike of the knees, the inside edge at 94. Emerson Hancock, 6'4", 213-pound right-hander, 23 years young. He's out of Cairo, Georgia. Next pitch comes off speed and misses outside. Kendall, 4 for 14 in this series with a homer, 3 doubles, and 3 runs driven in. He's batting leadoff for the first time this year. Next pitch, a swing and a foul to plate. Talking to Drillers manager Scott Hennessy, Kendall's speed makes him the ideal leadoff batter. He's also a good bunter, but he can really unnerve defenses with his speed. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. A fastball at 95 that was up, and Kendall strikes out swinging. You know, the Drillers enter this ball game tonight with the best overall record in the Texas League. 40 wins, make it 42 wins and 30 losses. Arkansas comes in at 39 and 35, their record. Here is Cody Hosey, just back recently from missing a month on the DL. First pitch, low and inside, ball 1. Hosey, the former first-round draft pick out of Tulane in 2019. He is hitting .284, 4 homers, 25 runs driven in. Right-handed batter. Pitch. There's a breaking ball that misses low. This is only Cody's 3rd game back after missing 28 games with a pulled groin, running out a ground ball, the injury. Next pitch, he's swinging a chopping ground ball to third, fielded on the big hop by Rizzo, throws to first for the out. Quickly 2 gone here in the Tulsa first inning, no score. And the batter will be Ryan Ward. Ryan hitting .248, 3rd most home runs in the Texas League with 17. He's got 44 runs driven in. Young man who's from Millbury, Massachusetts. Played his college ball at Bryant University in Rhode Island. First pitch, off speed, dips low and outside, ball 1. Arkansas has Anchia catching, Shiner at first base, Polkovich at second, Unrow the shortstop, Rizzo at third, Hoover in left, Marlowe in center, and Larson in right. Swing and a miss. And the count 1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan Ward. No score, bottom of the first inning. And the pitch on the way. Swing and a ball hit in the air to center. Playable for Marlowe. In a couple of steps to his right, makes the one-handed catch. And the Drillers gone here in the first. We played 1 tonight in downtown Tulsa. IMCA is the official workout facility for the Tulsa Drillers. First pitch tonight, delivered at 6:08, 95 degrees our temperature. We do have a bit of a comforting breeze at 10 miles per hour here at the ballpark. Here is Jake Shiner, the first baseman, to lead off the Arkansas second inning. First pitch from Miller. Fastball misses at 99. Shiner hitting .223, 8 homers, 45 runs driven in. Right-handed batter takes a strike on the inside edge. That might have been the changeup there at 86 for Miller. Changeup 86 to 88. Pitch, and that is a swing and a miss. It was a breaking ball at 88, and the count now 1-2. Shiner second on the team in RBIs with his 45. 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss. Struck him out with another breaking ball. Second strikeout now for Bobby Miller. Miller this year, prior to tonight, 56 2/3 innings pitched, 51 hits surrendered, 31 earned runs, 4 home runs, 21 walks, 63 strikeouts. So a really good strikeout to walks ratio of 3-1. Here is Zach Deloach, and the first pitch to the left-handed batter misses, ball 1. Deloach had a big 2-run homer here last night in the Travelers' 4-3 win. Next pitch is a fastball that misses inside at 99. Deloach hitting .267, 6 homers, 36 runs driven in. Next pitch in there for a strike. That was the curveball at 79. Miller goes into his windup. Here he comes, and the pitch misses high and away. Travelers have won 3 of the first 5 games of this series. They won the first two, then the Drillers rebounded with 2 wins. Arkansas winning last night 4-3. Pitch, and he misses inside. By Miller's reaction out there on the mound, he thought maybe he had a strike, and that is ball 4, so Deloche walks. First walk tonight for Bobby Miller. And the batter now is Cade Marlowe, the center fielder. Marlowe's having a good series. He's knocked in 7 runs. Another left-handed batter in the first pitch. He shows bunt in the pitch in the dirt. Backhanded pickup by Chris Betts. The Drillers defensively. Chris Betts behind the plate. Justin Yurchak at first base. Devin Mann at second. Leonel Valera is the shortstop. Cody Hosey at third. Ryan Ward in left field. Jaron Kendall in center. And Andy Pa is in right. Next pitch. Fastball in there for a strike. Again at 99. Knee high in the outside corner. No score. We're in the top of the second inning on this July 3rd. The Drillers will actually be on the road tomorrow night on the 4th of July over in northwest Arkansas against the Naturals. Pitch is another fastball in there for a strike. Hit 100. Now the Drillers on an extended road trip after this home game tonight. They'll be gone for 2 weeks. And at the end of that 2-week stretch, there's a league-wide 4 off days. Pitch, and that is a little bit low. He came in off speed at 86. Marlowe is hitting .243, 10 homers, and a club-leading 48 runs driven in. We mentioned 7 RBIs in this series alone. Left-handed batter up here. 2-2. And that is strike 3 call. Looked like a slider at 87. And that is the 3rd strikeout now, the 2nd one looking tonight for Bobby Miller. Early on tonight, Miller is looking a whole lot sharper than he was in the opening game of this series on Tuesday night. Here is Riley Unroe, the shortstop. Riley's hitting .201, 2 homers, 16 runs driven in. Left-handed batter, and the pitch swing, and he fouls it back. ONE Field has been home to the Drillers since 2010. It's 330 down the left field line, 307 to right, 400 feet to straightaway center. Deep power alleys here. The next pitch, swing, and a ball sprayed foul off to the third base seats. To left center here, it is 381, and to right center, 371. There's a 4-foot-high fence from the right field corner out towards deep right center. Those bullpens, both teams' bullpens back of those fences out there. Oh, 0-2 the count, the pitch. And that is strike 3 call. That was a curve at 79 miles an hour that froze Unroe. And Bobby Miller strikes out the side in the 2nd inning, his 4th K of the night. We head to the home half of the 2nd inning here at ONE Field in Tulsa. No score. Just 21 years young man from Cuba. Signed as an international free agent by the Dodgers back in 2018. First pitch, right-handed batter takes up and in, ball 1. Paz is hitting .236. 13 homers, 42 runs driven in. Facing Emerson Hancock, the right-hander. Pitch, swing, and a ball pulled foul to the third base side. Tulsa Drillers' 5th-year manager, Scott Hennessy, in the third base coaching box. Chris Gutierrez at first. Scott Hennessy picked up his 300th career win as manager of the Drillers this past Friday night. Pitch, swing, and a foul back. Scott Hennessy, extremely popular manager with his ball club. I think these guys had run through a brick wall for him. Pa is now with a count of 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hancock to the plate, and the pitch, swing, and a foul to the first base side. That one came in at 95. Paz in this series, 3 for 17 with a homer, a double, 4 walks. He also has 7 strikeouts. Next pitch, breaking ball missed outside. And the count evens at 2-2. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. Final game of this 6-game series. Hancock to the plate in the pitch. Swing, and he fell back. It was a fastball that ran in at 95. And Paz was able to foul it straight back. Count holds at 2-2. Quite a pitching matchup tonight. A pair of first-round draft picks on the mound. Pitch missed outside with a breaking ball in the dirt, and the count goes full now. On deck batter is Justin Yurchak. We have shadows now beginning to extend out from the first base side of the ballpark out towards home plate. Here's a 3-2. And he's swinging a high pop fly. Third base side, foul territory. Rizzo and Unruh coming over, and it's Rizzo, the third baseman, who makes the catch. Paz fouls out down the third base side. Batter now is Justin Yurchak. Yurchak hitting .225, 2 homers, 20 runs driven in. Last year, he led all of minor league baseball long season with a .365 batting average. First pitch off speed, dips low, ball 1. Yurchak, who played his college ball at the State University of New York, Binghamton. He was originally signed by the White Sox, traded to the Dodgers. Next pitch in there for a strike, a fastball at 95. Yurchak off to a slow start this year. However, he is starting to pick it up at the plate. Had a big 2-run double in the 8th inning last night. Next pitch, a swing, and a foul back. In fact, Yurchak in his last 10 ball games is hitting .270 with 2 homers, a double, and 6 runs driven in. 1-2 to count. Here it comes. A pitch. Off speed, inside, ball 2. You know, the sun sets to the first base side of the ballpark here. And so that shadow now starting to extend out towards the field from the first base sideline. Here's a 2-2 pitch, and a swing and a miss. Came in off speed at 80. And Yurchak chased that pitch and strikes out. 2 strikeouts now for Hancock. Emerson Hancock had the start of his season this year derailed by a lat strain. That occurred just before spring training, so he pretty much missed all of spring training. Didn't have his first start this year with the Travelers until May 17th. First pitch to Brandon Lewis, low and outside, ball 1. Hancock, 1 win, 2 losses, a 3.03 ERA. He's making his 9th start for the Travelers this year. Next pitch, swinging a ball hit in the air to right. Playable for Larson, the right fielder. Parks under it and makes the one-handed catch. And the Drillers retired here in the second inning. We've played 2 in downtown Tulsa at One Oak Field. Scoreboard shows 0-0. Umpires tonight, Trevor Daniger behind the plate, Ty Krause at first base, and Pete Talkington at third. Here's Jake Anchia, the catcher, to lead off for Arkansas. First pitch from Miller, delivered up high, ball 1. Anchia hitting .214, 2 homers, 20 runs driven in. Right-handed batter up here to lead off the third inning, no score. Next pitch, off speed, in there for a strike with a curveball at 80. Mentioned earlier that Bobby Miller has been going to his secondary pitches a whole lot more lately than he was early in the year. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Looked like another curveball at 80. He has that dynamic, explosive fastball, 2-seam, 4-seam, 101 miles per hour. Tops out at 101. But he is really utilizing his secondary pitches. His pitching coach, Ryan Denick, says his changeup is his best secondary pitch. And the right-hander to the plate, and a fastball, a swing, and a foul back. Of course, it helps when you have a 100-mile-an-hour fastball like that last pitch. And Chia will be followed by Hoover, then the top of the order. Polkovich, pitch, and a breaking ball in the dirt. It's interesting, Chris Betts, who is a veteran catcher, he was originally signed in the second round out of high school by Tampa. That was back in 2015. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Got him with a breaking ball. And that is strikeout number 5 for Bobby Miller. I was going to say, though, that Chris Betts has been the catcher for the last 3 starts of Miller. Earlier in the season, it was Hunter Fiducia, but Fiducia recently was called up to AAA Oklahoma City along with James Outman, an outfielder. Here's Hoover, first pitch, fastball in there for a strike at 100. But Betts signed as a free agent this offseason with Los Angeles, a veteran catcher. The 0-1 pitch, low and inside. Chris Betts was the designated hitter last night, and now he's catching tonight. A rarity for him to start 2 games in a row. Here's the 1-1, and that is low and inside. That shadow now has extended out to home plate. Rest of the field is in brilliant sunlight here. Here's the 2-1. Swinging a ball hit in the air down the left field side. That is headed into the seats, a foul ball. Now for the Tulsa Drillers, they are playing their 73rd game of the year. They are the first half North Division champions of the Texas League. They clinched it last week in Midland. Here's a 2-2 and a swing and a foul to plate by Hoover. Connor Hoover hitting 164, 4 homers, 13 runs driven in, just 1 for 10 in this series. Both teams tonight wearing the special July 4th red, white, and blue caps. Pitch, swing, another foul back. Fought off a 100-mile-an-hour fastball from Miller. So the Drillers, under manager Scott Hennessy, they have been to the playoffs now 4 of the last 5 years. Here comes a 2-2 and a swing and a pop foul. This will make it into the seats back of the third base dugout. Drillers tonight wearing their blue jerseys with the home white pants, the red, white, and blue caps. Arkansas wearing their road grays with the sleeveless jerseys, black undersleeves. And they're wearing the red, white, and blue caps as well. 2-2 the count. Miller rocks into his motion, the pitch, and that is strike 3 called. Slider at 86. Six strikeouts now for Bobby Miller. He has struck out 4 in a row over the last 2 innings. Struck out the side last inning around a walk. Here's the leadoff batter, Caden Polkovich. First pitch up high, ball 1. Polkovich on the game's first pitch bounced out to second base. Young man from Edmond, Oklahoma, played his college ball at Oklahoma State. Next pitch, that is a curveball in there for a strike. Polkovich, a 3rd-round pick in 2020 by Seattle, Oklahoma State Cowboy. Pitch and a fastball at 100. Check swing, a late appeal. The third base umpire, Pete Talkington, says no swing. No score here. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Pitch. And there's the breaking ball. Misses inside at 79. 3-1 the count now. Miller working quickly. Here he comes. A pitch. A swing and a ground ball that's into left field, a base hit. That was a 99-mile-per-hour fastball, and Polkovich was able to angle it into left field. That is hit number 2 for the Travelers. 2-out single here in the 3rd inning. Bobby Miller now is up to 44 pitches. Mentioned in his last start Tuesday night against Arkansas, he pitched 95 through 95 pitches. That was a season high. This is Joe Rizzo, and the first pitch he swings and pops it up. Second base side, man on the infield dirt, calling for it, squeezes it with 2 hands for the 3rd out. Sounded like a crack bat for Rizzo. as he is out number 3. We roll on into the bottom of the 3rd inning tonight. Texas League Baseball coming your way on AM 1430 The Buzz. And as we head to the bottom of the 3rd, no score. Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers would like to extend a big welcome to our viewers tonight on MLB TV. Joining us this evening, here is Devin Mann, second baseman. First pitch swing, he lifts a shallow fly ball to center field. Marlowe parks under it and makes the one-handed catch. So one pitch, and Devin Mann retired. Drillers going up against a really good right-hander, Emerson Hancock. Hancock, in his brief professional career, he has battled a couple of injuries. We mentioned earlier this year during spring training, just before spring training, he had a lat strain that shut him down for spring training. Last year he had a shoulder soreness issue that shortened his season. First pitch low outside, ball 1. This is Chris Betts at the plate, left-handed hitting catcher. Betts is hitting 152 with a homer and 4 runs driven in. Pitch off speed, dips a little bit low. Well, both starting pitchers tonight are working quickly. Arkansas is heading home back to Little Rock after the ball game. That's about a 4-hour bus ride. Pitch, a swing and a foul back. They'll be at home tomorrow night to take on the Springfield Cardinals on the 4th of July. Meanwhile, the Drillers will be up the road about 100 miles in Springdale, Arkansas, to take on the Royals AA team, Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That's tomorrow night. We'll have the broadcast at 6:35. Pitch, a swing and a ball, fisted foul down the third base side. The Drillers are actually leaving tonight after the ball game. Tuesday is the off day this week. Normally in minor league baseball, Monday is the off day, but tomorrow being the 4th of July, everybody's playing. Next pitch off speed, misses outside. And the count runs full now to Chris Betts. Betts is playing in only his 11th game this season. He has 5 hits and 33 at-bats. Here comes Hancock's next delivery, and he's swinging a ball, hit foul down the right field side. Line drive, foul ball. Chris Betts out of Long Beach, California. He was a second-round draft pick in 2015 by Tampa out of Wilson High School there in Long Beach. Here's a 2-2, and he's swinging a ball hit in here down the left field side. Coming over is Hoover, the left fielder, but this one will be a foul ball into the seats. Well, you can see a bright, sunshiny day here early evening in Tulsa. We've had really nice weather here this homestand, 6-game homestand. It's been a bit on the warm side in the mid to upper 90s. But that's what you expect in July, early July. Pitch is a swing and a foul tip. He just did spoil that pitch at 84 miles per hour. On deck batter is Leonel Valera. No score. We're in the home half of the 3rd inning. Here's a 3-2, and he's swinging a ball popped in the air. Center field coming in is Marlowe, and he's got it out number 2. Now that is 8 in a row retired by Emerson Hancock to start the ball game. Hancock was on the mound here in the opening game of the series on Tuesday night, and he gave up 4 runs on 5 hits over 4 innings. But so far, nothing doing for the Drillers tonight. Here's Valera, the shortstop. First pitch, a swing and a miss, off-speed pitch. Valera started the season at Single A Great Lakes, the Los Angeles Dodgers Advanced A-Ball Club in the Midwest League. Joined the Drillers about a month ago. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, another off-speed pitch. And Valera has hit safely in 22 of 26 ball games. He's hitting .322 with a homer and 6 runs driven in. Right-hander batter up here with 2 gone. The 0-2 pitch misses outside. Valera is just 22 years old. And Drillers manager Scott Hennessy recently said he's the most athletic player on the team. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a ball foul back off the top of the screen, and the count remains 1-2. Valera's got a great arm. He runs like the wind. He's been making contact, has not had a lot of power yet. He does have a homer and 6 RBIs, but when he joined the Drillers, he was hitting .221 in single A ball. Here comes Hancock's 1-2, and that is strike 3 called on the inside corner. And Valera caught looking. That is strikeout number 3 for Hancock. He has set down 9 Drillers. Drillers starting pitcher, Bobby Miller, has given up 2 hits but no runs, and he has struck out 6 and walked 1. Here we go to the 4th inning. Top of the 4th inning, no score. A pair of first-round draft picks battling each other here tonight on the mound. First pitch from Miller, off speed, dips low, ball 1. This is Jack Larson at the plate. He singled his first at bat and then was thrown out by the right fielder Andy Paz when he turned too wide around first base. Pitch, fastball inside at 99. Count 2-0 now to Larson. Larson was a non-drafted free agent in 2017 out of the University of California, San Diego. Pitch, swing, and a foul back. The UC San Diego Toreros. They are members of the West Coast Conference. Good baseball. Two and one the count. Miller rocks into his motion. Here he comes. A pitch, a swing and a miss. 99-mile-per-hour heater. Big swing and a miss, and the count 2-2. Larson hitting .271, 6 homers, 33 runs knocked in. Pitch, swing and a miss. He got him with a slider, and that is strikeout number 7 for Miller. That is the 5th strikeout in a row over the last 3 innings. Here is Jack Shiner. He struck out his first at bat, right-handed batter. First pitch, and that is a fastball that's just off the outside edge at 99. Bobby Miller, this is only his 28th career start in professional baseball. Next pitch, in a breaking ball in there for a strike at 84, and the count 1-1. Bobby Miller was a first-round pick in 2020 by the Dodgers out of the University of Louisville. And the 1-1 delivery, and he misses high and inside. His career numbers: 5 wins, 5 losses, a 3.66 ERA. Here's the right-hander's 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. 99-mile-per-hour fastball in. In his career prior to tonight, 113 innings pitched, 91 hits surrendered, 34 walks, 133 strikeouts. Pitch, swinging a ball, popped up. It was an off-speed pitch. Shortstop Valera into shallow left field, calling for it, and he makes the catch. 2 down. The batter will be Zach DeLoach. You know, the 4th inning, the entire 4th inning, all the action brought to you by Hornitos. Hornitos is the official tequila of Drillers baseball, offering a bolder and smoother tequila. Hornitos is a shot worth taking. 2 gone. Here's DeLoach. He walked his first at bat. First delivery outside, ball 1. Zach DeLoach, 2nd-round pick of the Mariners in 2020 out of Texas A&M. Hitting .267, 6 homers, 36 driven in. Pitch, off-speed breaking ball, check swing. The appeal, no swing. Pete Talkington, the third base umpire, waves it off. 2-0 the count. 2 down. No score, 4th inning. Pitch, fastball misses up and away at 99. And that shadow now is covering home plate. It's moving out towards the pitcher's mound. Right now, Miller, the pitcher, in brilliant sunlight. So that ball, as he throws it, is going from sunlight into shadow. Next pitch, a fastball in there for a strike. That one sizzled across at 98. 3-1 the count now to left-handed batter DeLoach. Miller wants to work quickly. Here he comes. The 3-1 pitch is inside, ball 4. It was a fastball at 99. So both of Miller's walks tonight have been to DeLoach. 2 down, runner at first base. Bobby Miller now up to 60 pitches. The Los Angeles Dodgers now are beginning to extend some of these minor league pitchers their workload. early on in the season, they were keeping a really close, tight watch on these guys, understandably so. When the season started, Bobby Miller was maybe 60, 65 pitches per outing. We mentioned his last outing, he threw 95 pitches Tuesday night. Here's Cade Marlowe, the center fielder, struck out looking his first at bat. First pitch, he checks his swing and foul tips it, strike one. Los Angeles Dodgers have stockpiled some really impressive power arms here at AA Tulsa. Landon Knack, Clayton Beeter. Beeter's pitching tomorrow night over in Northwest Arkansas. That was quite a 2020 draft for the Dodgers. Bobby Miller, Clayton Beeter, Landon Knack. Throw over to first base, diving back safely is the runner Deloach. Oh, 2 the count now. Miller checks a runner. Here he comes, a pitch, and that is a breaking ball that just missed inside, a slider. The Drillers this year, they've already had several of their key players promoted to AAA Oklahoma City. Michael Bush, James Outman, also Jacob Amaya, the shortstop. 1-2 the count. And here it comes, a pitch, swing and a ground ball to first, fielded on the big hop by Yurchak. He takes it to the bag for the out to end the inning. We are headed now to the home half of the 4th inning. Still no score. We'll certainly wish everybody a safe and happy 4th of July. Drillers will be on the road tomorrow night at Arvest Ballpark over in Springdale to take on the Kansas City Royals AA affiliate, the Northwest Arkansas Naturals. That game is already sold out for tomorrow night. Here's the first pitching. Kendall swings and pops it foul into the seats back to the third base dugout. We have had some great crowds the last couple of nights here. Crowds right around 7,000, and it figures we'll have that or more tonight. Post-game fireworks spectacular coming up after the ball game. 1-1 to count to the left-handed batter, Jaron Kendall. Here he comes, a pitch, low and outside. Kendall batting leadoff tonight. 0 for 1 with a strikeout swinging. Former first-round draft pick out of Vanderbilt. Pitch, swing, and a line drive to right, and a headlong diving catch by Larson. Boy, that was a hooking line drive. And Jack Larson coming into his left, timed his headlong dive and caught it. Seeing the replay there, and we'll put a star by that one. That's a really nice catch to deny Kendall. That's really the first hard-hit ball tonight for the Drillers off of Emerson Hancock. And it goes for an out. Here's Cody Hosey. First pitch is in there for a strike. Cody went on the injured list back on May 31st, and he's only recently back, his 3rd game back from a groin injury. Pitching, swing, a ground ball pulled to third, scooped up by Rizzo. His throw to first on target for the out, quickly 2 down. Hosey tonight twice now has bounced out to third. Cody had a real tough time last year. He missed over half the season with various injuries. And it's a year he wants to forget. And boy, he was putting together a really good month prior to going on the IL, but he has picked it up again. 3rd game back, and he has already homered and driven in 4 runs. Here's Ryan Ward. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1. 2 gone, bags empty. Starting pitcher Emerson Hancock now has retired 11 Drillers in a row to start the ball game. Right-hander to the plate, and he misses outside. Ryan, the left-handed batter, hitting .247, 17 homers, 44 runs driven in. Pitch, misses outside again, 3-0. Ward has homered in the last 2 ball games, and he has 3 home runs in this series. He also had a triple the other night. 3-0 pitch, and that is inside, ball 4. That's the first base runner tonight for Tulsa. That's a 4-pitch walk by Hancock. Emerson Hancock now, he is up to 50 pitches, and he has thrown 30 strikes. He has yet to give up a hit. That's his first walk, and he has 3 strikeouts. Here's Andy Paez, right-handed slugger. First pitch is just off the outside edge, and judging by the catcher, Jake Anchia, his reaction, he thought it was a strike. He held that ball there just a split second more, hoping maybe to influence the home plate umpire, Trevor Daniger. Pitch, swing and a miss. Looked like a slider at 84 that was up. Paez considered one of the Los Angeles Dodgers' top prospects, and for good reason. This guy has all the tools. 1-1 the count. Quick throw to first. Diving back safely is Ward. Scott Hennessy telling me earlier this year that he thinks that Andy Paez is one of the brighter, has a great baseball acumen. Says has a really good feel, knowledge of the game. 1-1 the count. The pitch, swing, and he pulls one foul, third base side. The shadow now is covering half of the mound. The pitcher, Hancock, standing on the pitching rubber, still in sunlight. But again, that ball comes from bright sunlight into shadow as it is tossed to the plate. No score. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. A pitcher's duel. Pitch, swing, and a ball hit foul off to the right. Two first-round draft picks on the mound tonight. Bobby Miller for the Drillers, Emerson Hancock for Arkansas, and both were first-rounders in 2020. Both drafted out of college. 1-2 to count, and the pitch is a check swing. Did he go? He went around, says the home plate umpire, and that is strike 3. So the Drillers get their first base runner, a 2-out walk. Tulsa Drillers and the Arkansas Travelers, Texas League Baseball. We move to the top of the 5th inning. No score. We are seeing a good old-fashioned pitching duel here tonight. Bobby Miller on the mound for the Drillers. Emerson Hancock going for Arkansas. No score through 4 innings. Miller has 7 strikeouts, 2 walks. He has surrendered only 2 hits. Here is Riley Unroe, the shortstop, to lead off the 5th inning. First pitch, and he takes in there for a strike. Riley Unroe's father, Tim, played in the big leagues with the Milwaukee Brewers, and on his way up in minor league baseball. Here's the pitch, is a strike on the outside corner, slider in the count 0-2. Way back 30 years ago in Helena, Montana, I was broadcasting for the Helena Brewers, and his father, Tim, was in his rookie year of professional baseball. Had a big season, hit 16 homers for the Helena Brewers, and that was my 2nd year broadcasting professional baseball. Here's the pitch, and that is a bouncer in the dirt. As you can imagine, kind of makes me feel old, as Riley Unroe is 26 years old. And this is my 27th year broadcasting baseball, professional baseball. 13th year with Tulsa. Pitch, fastball just missed inside. I recall Tim was a really nice young gentleman. 16 homers, and he hit .278, drove in 58 runs in 70 ball games. Next pitch, off speed, is inside. His son, Riley, at the plate now. He was a 2nd-round draft pick out of high school by Tampa in 2013. Here's a 3-2, and a swing and a ball hit in the air, foul down the left field side. Boy, those were some great memories. Kendrick Legion Field, the old wooden ballpark. Boy, a fan down there with a mitt made a nice catch down the left field line. That's the reaction from the crowd. Young man with a mitt. But Kendrick Legion Field there in Helena, Montana, with Mount Helena off to right field. Beautiful setting. Pitch, and that is just a little bit high. Off-speed pitch, and that's ball 4. So Riley Unroe with a leadoff walk. That 1992 Helena Brewers team had Scott Carl. There was a couple of guys that got to the big leagues, including Tim Unroe. And the manager of that ball club was Harry Dunlop, one of the all-time great baseball men. Here's Ankia, the catcher, 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch, and that's a curveball that dips low. Spent 2 wonderful summers up there in Helen in the Pioneer League. Want to know the count. Now a quick throw to first. Diving back safely is Unruh. You know, in 1991, when my first year broadcasting professional baseball was in Helena, and Mike Matheny was the rookie season for him out of the University of Michigan. Pitch a swing and a foul back, and of course Mike Matheny, now currently the manager for the Kansas City Royals, and previously had managed the St. Louis Cardinals. No score here in the top of the 5th inning in downtown Tulsa. Drillers and the Travelers. 1-1 the count. Miller to the plate, and the pitch, swing and a foul back. Slider at 87. Final game of this series and the homestand for Tulsa. Arkansas has won 3 of the first 5 games now. 1-2 the count, and the pitch is a swing and a bouncing ball. A fair ball down the third base side off the mid of Hosey, and everybody's safe. Unruh to second base and Ankia at first. That was going to be a difficult play. It was a chopper way up there in the air. Hosey is wearing sunglasses at third base right now. The sun's setting to that first base side of the ballpark. Watching the replay, I'm not sure he'd have been able to throw out Ankia had he fielded it cleanly. Here's Connor Hoover, who was called out on strikes, his first at bat. So 2 on and nobody out here in the 5th inning. First pitch, he's swinging a pop-up. Near the mound, it's the third baseman Hosey waiting for it, and he makes the catch on the infield grass. So Hoover pops out to third. 1 down. Well, I guess they have scored that ground ball by Ankia is a error. E5 fielding error to Hosey. Here's Polkovich, leadoff batter. First pitch, breaking ball, low and inside, ball 1. Ball game tonight from One Oak Field in downtown Tulsa. We're in the top of the 5th inning, no score, but Arkansas threatening, 2 on with 1 out. Miller delivers. Pitch. That is a fastball. Pinpoint control at 98 for a called strike on the outside corner. Polkovich has grounded out and singled. He is a switch hitter batting from the left side here. 1-1 delivery. Fastball low and outside at 98. .79 pitches now for Bobby Miller. 45 for strikes. Runners with leads, 1 out, 2-1 the count. Runners go, the pitch, a swing and a miss, and no throw. And both runners in there safely. So both will be credited with stolen bases, a double steal. The Drillers now will be forced to bring the infield in. Two balls, 2 strikes, the count to Polkovich. Runners at second and third. Here it comes, a pitch, and that is strike 3 called. That one came in at 99 miles an hour on the outside edge, and Polkovich now is disputing the strike zone with Trevor Daniger as he walks away. That is 8 strikeouts now for Bobby Miller. Big one there. Now the infield can return to normal depth with 2 outs. Batter now is Joe Rizzo. He's 0 for 2 tonight, but a tough out. Left-handed batter in the pitch. Off speed, a curveball in there for a strike at 77. Boy, so he comes back from that 99-mile-per-hour fastball, 77-mile-per-hour curveball. Rizzo, left-handed batter, waits, in the pitch. Swing and a ball shot foul off to the third base side. Big crowd here tonight at the ballpark. Post-game fireworks show coming up afterwards. Early celebration of July 4th. 0-2 the count to Rizzo. Miller, here he comes, a pitch. Swing and a miss, he got him with a breaking ball. It's his 9th strikeout, and he gets out of a second and third jam here in the 5th inning. We head now to the home half of the 5th. It remains no score. Beautiful, brightly colored mural of Jackie Robinson. That's actually painted on a brick building just outside the ballpark in left field. Second season it's been up here at One Oak Field, and that is just a spectacular addition to the ballpark. Here's the first pitch to Justin Yurchak. He shows bunt and takes an off-speed pitch for a called strike. It only took a couple of artists a few days to complete that mural just prior to the start of last season. Hancock's next delivery is low and outside. Drillers in their 7th season of affiliation with the Los Angeles Dodgers. Yurchak waiting from the left side. The pitch, swinging a liner into right field, base hit. Drillers' first hit of the ball game. A leadoff single here in the 5th inning off of Emerson Hancock. Now let's see if there's any change at all with Hancock working out of the stretch position. He has had a runner earlier in the 4th inning, a 2-out walk. First hit for the Drillers here is Brandon Lewis, the DH, young man out of UC Irvine. Pitch, a swing and a pop-up. Foul ball first base side. Shiner, the first baseman, drifting over near the Drillers dugout, makes the catch. Frustrating at bat there. One pitch, foul out to the first baseman for Lewis. Here is Devin Mann, the second baseman. Here in the Texas League, they have a split season playoff format. First half, second half winners in the 2 divisions, North and South. Those 4 teams move on to the postseason to determine the champion. They have 2 best-of-3 series. First pitch in there for a strike to Devin Mann. Devin is 0 for 1. We know half the playoff picture. Tulsa in the north and San Antonio in the south. Pitch. And that is low and inside. San Antonio is the AA affiliate of the San Diego Padres. Drillers moving on to the playoffs for the 4th time in the last 5 years. 1-1 pitch. Swinging a liner into right center field. That's going to fall for a base hit. Yurchak round second, headed for third. The throw to second. And into third with a slide is Yurchak on a base hit by Devin Mann. That ball wasn't hit very hard, but well placed. And the Drillers now with runners on the corners, and coming to the plate is Chris Betts. This has been a tough series for Devin Mann. He had been just 1 for 17 prior to that base hit. Here's Betts, who flied out to center his first at bat. First pitch, and he takes a backdoor breaking ball in there for a strike. No score, bottom of the 5th inning. Hancock, the right-hander, sets. Here he comes, a pitch, and it's into third. Or no, it hit the batter. Oh, they've just thrown Betts out of the ball game. Home plate umpire has tossed Chris Betts from the ball game. I'm not quite sure what happened there. That pitch appeared to be a wild pitch, and then the umpire called timeout, and I thought he motioned that maybe Betts had been hit by the pitch. And then Betts slammed his helmet to the ground, and he's been ejected by the home plate umpire. Trevor Daniger. So Chris Betts, the catcher, will head to the clubhouse. I'm still not certain what happened. Maybe we get a look at the replay. Unless maybe they're saying it was a foul ball. But runners remain at first and third. And let's see who they're going to have come up and finish the at-bat for Chris Betts. It's going to be Carson Taylor, the switch hitter. Nope. Drillers manager Scott Hennessy having a word with the home plate umpire, Trevor Daniger. And again, I missed the replay there on the TV side, but I could only assume that maybe they're saying it was a foul ball instead of a wild pitch. Either way, runners remain at first and third. Chris Betts, the Drillers catcher, has been ejected. And the batter now is Carson Taylor. Taylor hitting .277 in 42 ball games, 2 homers and 14 runs driven in. He figures to be the Drillers' primary catcher since Hunter Fiducia last week was called up to AAA Oklahoma City. Now the count scoreboard shows 0-1, so apparently the umpire said that was a foul ball. Next pitch, a swing and a miss. Actually, that is strike 3. The scoreboard had 0-1, but that's strike 3. So a big strikeout there. Second out. And the batter now is going to be Leonel Valera. That can be the only explanation. The umpire must have said that it was a foul tip. Here's Valera. The first pitch is a fastball in there for a strike of the knees on the inside corner. And then Betts, standing away from the home plate area, slammed his helmet down and was immediately ejected from the ball game. Valera struck out looking his first at bat. Right-handed batter. Pitch swinging a ball, pop foul to the right out of play into the seats. So the score remains 0-0. Drillers had runners at first and third with 1 out. But Taylor strikes out, batting for finishing the at-bat of Betts. And now Valera down in the count 1-2. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Pitch is a pitch in the dirt. Backhanded pickup there by the catcher. And Chia saves a run. Valera, young man from Venezuela. 1-2 the count. Here it comes, a pitch. And he's swinging a tapper foul, third base side. Well, Hancock is now up to 68 pitches, 44 for strikes. Meanwhile, Drillers starter Bobby Miller, he has thrown 84 pitches through 5 innings, 50 strikes. He also has 9 strikeouts. Hancock comes set, and here he comes. A pitch is a fastball that sails up high at 95. So the count now 2-2 with 2 outs, runners on the corners for Valera. Hancock delivers. The pitch is inside and almost hit him but didn't. So now it's a full count. That means the runner at first base, Devin Mann, will be moving with the pitch. 2 outs. The 9 strikeouts in the ballgame tonight, a season high for Bobby Miller. He had 8 strikeouts 2 starts ago at Midland back on the 22nd of June. 3-2 pitch is low, ball 4. He came in off speed. Looked like a slider. Just missed the outside edge, and that's ball 4. Drillers have him loaded here with 2 outs in the 5th inning. No score in the ball game. That's a great at bat there by Valera to work the walk. And here is the leadoff batter, Jaron Kendall. He is struck out and lined out hard to right field. Kendall has had a chance to play pretty much every day in center field. He's a dynamic outfielder. He's had slow time getting started with the bat, but playing every day now, regular at bats, he's coming around. Kendall, in his last 3 ball games before tonight, 4 for 11 with a homer, 3 doubles, and 3 runs driven in. He's up here now, the left-handed batter with the bases loaded, 2 outs. First pitch, and that is inside, ball 1. Kendall was the first-round draft pick of the LA Dodgers in 2017 out of Vanderbilt University. Up here with the bases loaded, the pitch, and that is low, ball 2. Kendall, coming into this season, had a career batting average of .215, 49 homers and 180 RBIs. Came into this game tonight hitting .187 for the Drillers with 5 homers, 15 RBIs. Pitch, swing, and a foul to plate. All of the infield now in shadow except for the third baseman and shortstop. The rest of the outfield in brilliant sunlight. This game with an hour earlier start than normal, with a post-game fireworks spectacular coming up after the final out. 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Boy, came in at 95, well-placed fastball. And the count now 2-2. Yurchak, the runner, at third. Mann at second. Valera at first. 2 down. Bottom of the 5th inning, no score. 2-2 the count to Kendall. Hancock to the plate. The pitch, swing and a miss. The ball gets away. Picked up by the catcher. Throws to first for the out. And the Drillers leave him loaded. Big strikeout there by Emerson Hancock. And so far this year, the Drillers have hit a total of 54 home runs here at home for a grand total of $2,700 to date. Has been donated by Budweiser to the Folds of Honor Foundation. Budweiser proudly supports Folds of Honor and America's military families. Here we go to the 6th inning. Top of the 6th inning, no score. Bobby Miller still on the mound. First pitch off speed inside, ball 1. This is Jack Larson at the plate. He has singled and struck out. This will likely be Miller's last inning due to pitch count. Pitch swinging, a ball lifted foul down the third base side. Drillers have big right-hander Nick Robertson getting loose in the bullpen now on right field. That was the 84th pitch there for Miller. Next pitch, a fastball swinging, a ball popped in the air to center field. Cruising in is Kendall, and he makes the one-handed catch. One down here in the Arkansas 6th inning, no score. The Drillers left the bases loaded as Jaron Kendall striking out on a 2-2 pitch to end the 5th inning. Miller, the right-hander, rocks into his motion. Here's the pitch and a fastball in there for a strike at 99. So he's still got some gas in the tank. His longest outing this year for the Drillers is 6 innings. The 0-1 pitch comes in with a curveball and misses up high. He's had a good curveball working tonight. Miller has 9 strikeouts, 3 walks. He's given up only 2 hits. Next pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Looked like the slider at 87. Would say maybe a changeup, but looked like it had some late break to it. 1-2 the count now to Jake Shiner, right-handed batter. Pitch, fastball swung on and missed, strike 3. That fastball at 99. That is strikeout number 10 for Miller. And again, this is a season high in strikeouts for Bobby. His previous high this year had been 8. It looks like Bobby Miller is kind of glancing over to the first base dugout to see if anybody's coming out. Here is Zach DeLoach, who's walked twice. First pitch, curveball, misses outside. Well, he's approaching that the pitch limit. He has been marvelous tonight. That was his 91st pitch. Right-hander to the plate, and a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Diving backhand, stop by Mann. He throws to first. Got him! What a play by Devin Mann. Bottom of the 6th inning, the Tulsa Drillers coming to bat. We are still scoreless tonight at One Oak Field. The Drillers and Arkansas Travelers. Here's Cody Hosey, first pitch, and that is in there for a strike from the right-hander Emerson Hancock. Hancock has been with Drillers starting pitcher Bobby Miller every step of the way. They've both been dynamic. Next pitch, a swing and a ground ball towards third. That's a fair ball, backhanded pickup by Rizzo. His throw to first, he got him. Man, what a play. Wow. That was a chopper, a high chopper right up the third baseline, and the third baseman Rizzo had to come in near the bag and reach down with a backhand. His momentum took him into foul territory. He threw off 1 foot and threw a one-hop throw that was dug out by Shiner. Man, that is a great play all the way around. We are really seeing some fine defense here tonight. Here's Ryan Ward. First pitch, a swing and a miss. And yeah, we'll put a star by that one. 2 really spectacular plays back-to-back in this ball game, one by each team. Pitch is inside the left-handed batter Ward. Ryan tonight has flied to center and walked. He has 17 home runs, the 3rd most in the Texas League. Pitch, swing and a miss. Good off-speed pitch. Moises Gomez, who recently was promoted from AA Springfield to AAA Memphis for the Cardinals. He was having a monster season. Next pitch, he's swinging a shot that is a foul ball past first, just foul. Moises Gomez, who was picked up by the Cardinals this past winter as a free agent from Tampa. And when he left a week ago, he was leading the league with 23 homers and RBIs with 54. He's now at AAA Memphis for the Redbirds. 1-2 the count, and the pitch is a swing and a ground ball back up the middle. Diving stop by the shortstop Unruh, throws to first, and they got him. A great stretch by Shiner, the first baseman. And that is 3 outstanding defensive plays back to back to back. Ryan Ward is trying to contend that the first baseman, Shiner, came off the base as he stretched for that. Well, I'm telling you, that's another great play. A diving stop by the shortstop, Unruh, up the middle to his left. Got up quickly and threw to first for the out. What a great stretch by Shiner. Here's Paez. First pitch, swinging a line drive, base hit left field. So Paez with his first hit in his 3rd at bat. I would imagine that Driller's starting pitcher, Bobby Miller's night is done. Through 6 innings, he has thrown 93 pitches, 56 strikes, and apparently that's going to be it for Emerson Hancock, the starting pitcher tonight for Arkansas. He's going to depart. He has thrown 84 pitches. Now remember, he had a late start to the season because he was held back just before spring training, had a lat strain, a lat muscle, a strain, and he didn't really get much work in during spring training. And so he joined the Travelers late. Boy, I looked down that third base dugout, and as he went down the dugout, he was getting all sorts of high fives. And then Hancock took his mitt off and threw it hard against the back wall of the dugout and struck out 6. We're showing him with 85 pitches. the new pitcher now is going to be Colin Kober. Kober, a right-hander. He will take over on the mound. Drillers will have Justin Yurchak coming up. Yurchak struck out and singled against Hancock. So both first-round draft picks in 2020, two starting pitchers tonight, purported themselves in fine style. Here's Yurchak, left-handed batter, against Kober. First pitch, he comes sidearm, and it's in there for a strike. Kober works out of the stretch with a runner on. The next pitch, he's swinging a ground ball towards second base. Polkovich down to one knee, Fields throws to first for the out to end the inning. We have now played 6 innings in downtown Tulsa, beautiful One Oak Field. Scoreboard shows the Tulsa Drillers nothing, and Bobby Miller going 6 innings, giving up 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. I think it's safe to say his best performance to date this year as a Driller. Meanwhile, on the other side, great performance by Emerson Hancock. 5 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. We move to the 7th inning of a scoreless ball game. Nick Robertson, the big right-hander, the new pitcher for Tulsa. Here's Cade Marlowe, the center fielder. First pitch, swing, and they foul back. Drillers manager Scott Hennessy has kept Nick Robertson busy. This is his 27th outing. That ties him for the club lead, along with Guillermo Zuniga. Robertson, 1-1 record with a 5.40 ERA. Pitch, fastball sails up high. Nick Robertson back for his 2nd season with the Drillers, young man from Roanoke, Virginia. Works out of the stretch, and the 1-1. That is in there for called strike 2. Marlowe has struck out and grounded out. Struck out looking and grounded out to first base. He is 7 for 19 in this series with 7 runs driven in. Left-handed batter, and the pitch. Swing and a soft liner into left field, base hit. Just reached out and angled that one the other way. So now this game becomes one between bullpens. Both starting pitchers were outstanding, and both turned it over to the bullpen. Final game of this 6-game series here. Drillers are going to be on the road for the next 2 weeks after tonight. 6 games in Northwest Arkansas, followed by 6 games in Springfield. Here's a bunt attempt in the air up the first baseline. A dive attempt, no good by Robertson. It's a fair ball. He can't hold on to it. Safe at first base is Unruh. Yeah, the big man, Nick Robertson, full extended headlong dive. It was off the webbing of his mitt along the first base line. He slid in the grass after that dive. And Robertson is 6'6", 6 feet 6 inches tall, and he gave it an effort. Just couldn't hold on to it. It'll be a bunt single. Unruh's first hit of the night, and now runners at first and second with nobody out. And you wonder if maybe Colin Cowgill, the manager for the Travelers, might have a bunt here. This is Jake Anchia, the catcher. He has struck out and reached on an error by the third baseman, Hosey. Drillers looking for the bunt. Runners go. The pitch is inside and no throw. A double steal, the second one tonight. A double steal by Marlowe and Unruh. Drillers were looking for the bunt. Now they're playing in on the corners. Pitch is low and inside. So that is the second double steal tonight for Arkansas. Opponent's running game continues to be a problem for the Drillers. Next pitch, a fastball is in there for a strike. How about this number? Opposing teams now have stolen 106 bases. They've only been caught 20 times when they run against the Drillers. Here's the pitch, and that is fastball is over the plate, maybe a little bit low. All of the infield now covered in shadow. Outfield, except for the right field corner, in sunlight. Pitch is a little bit low, and that's ball 4. So a base hit, a bunt single, and now a walk, and Arkansas has them loaded. Pitching coach Ryan Denick now is going to make a stroll out to the mound. No score. We're in the top of the 7th inning on this beautiful Sunday night here, July 3rd. Well, Robertson, his last outing was Thursday night against Arkansas in this series. He pitched 2/3 of an inning and got the save in a 5-3 win. His last 5 outings, he's been really good. His ERA is 2.70 over 6 2/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs on 4 hits, along with 1 walk, 10 strikeouts. However, he is now looking at a bases-loaded jam with nobody out here in the 7th inning. Ryan Denick back to the Drillers' first base dugout. This is Connor Hoover, who has struck out and popped out. First pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Hoover, left-handed batter. You always wonder about the possibility of a safety squeeze or a squeeze bunt. Next pitch, low and inside, although you don't see it much in professional baseball anymore, the squeeze bunt. But in a ball game like this, the manager might be tempted. There's no score in the 7th inning, dominated by pitching. Here's the 1-1. That is a strike, perfectly placed fastball at 95 on the inside corner, knee high. Drillers have the infield in, not quite on the edge of the infield grass, but in. 1-2 pitch is strike 3 call. Came right back in the same location. And this pitch at 88. And Hoover strikes out looking. But that's only the first out. Now the top of the order, and Caden Polkovich, he is 1 for 3 with a single in the 3rd inning. Switch hitter will bat from the left side. He likes the crowd to plate. Bases full of travelers, and the pitch is inside, ball 1. Added pressure here in the pitcher-catcher. While pitcher, a pass ball will bring in a run. Drillers still have the infield in. Pitch, swinging a ball hit down the right field line. That is a fair ball into the corner. Marlowe scores. Unroe comes in and scores. Here comes Ankia, and he will score. It's a 3-run triple by Caden Polkovich, and a 3-0 lead for Arkansas. That certainly didn't take long. Three RBIs for Polkovich. He now has 29 RBIs on the season. The Drillers will pull the infield in now with a runner at 3rd base and 1 out. 3 runs in. First pitch, low and outside, ball 1. This is Joe Rizzo at the plate, left-handed batter. Pitch, swing, and he shoots one foul off to the left. So Arkansas breaks the scoreless tie here in the 7th inning. A 3-run triple by Oklahoma native Caden Polkovich. Next pitch, a swing and a miss by Rizzo. Final game of the 6-game series. Rizzo tonight is 0 for 3. The pitch, and that is strike 3 call. He was backing away from the plate. And as he walks away, he's yelling at the home plate umpire, Trevor Daniger. Second strikeout of the inning for Robertson. Batter now is going to be Jack Larson. Larson bats third in the order for the Travelers. He is 1 for 3 with a base hit in the first inning. Pitch is up high, ball 1. Both of these teams coming into the ball game tonight, they are last in the Texas League in runs scored. Next pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Actually, should state that I think it's the Drillers who have scored a few more runs, but the Drillers are 9th and Arkansas 10th in the league in runs scored. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, and the count now goes to 1-2. Tulsa Drillers do lead the Texas League in home runs, however, with 103. They're second in all of AA baseball. Only Tennessee has more, 109. 1-2 to count. Here it comes, a pitch, and that is a little bit low and inside, a fastball. 3-0 lead for the Arkansas Travelers here in the top of the 7th inning. Robertson to the plate, the pitch, swing, and a foul back. Drillers tomorrow night will be on the road at Arvest Ballpark in Springdale to take on the Northwest Arkansas Naturals, and we'll have the broadcast for you right here on AM 1430 The Buzz at 6:20 tomorrow night. Pitch, fastball is up high, ball 3. That'll be a 6:35 first pitch, and they've already announced that the game tomorrow night is sold out at Arvest Ballpark. 3-2 pitch is inside, ball 4. Second walk of the inning by Robertson, and the frame continues. Drillers manager Scott Hennessy is coming out to make a move to the bullpen. So Nick Robertson, he goes 2/3 of an inning, and he has surrendered 3 hits. To this point, 3 runs all earned. He had 2 walks and 2 strikeouts. He will step aside, head to the Drillers' first base dugout. Gets his 8 warm-up tosses. And for Curtis, so far, his first 2 outings, pitching 2 1/3 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no walks, no strikeouts. Well, coming up on our post-game show on the radio side, we'll have our Coors Light play of the game. Coors Light, keeping Oklahoma chill. Boy, I mentioned the Drillers. This is an unusual stretch for scheduling. The Drillers are in a stretch right now, and have been for about the last week and a half, where they're playing 6 home games in 32 days. 6 home games in 32 days. And after the ball game tonight, they'll be leaving, heading over to Springdale, and be gone for over 2 weeks. 12 games on the road, followed by 4 off days. 4 off days league-wide for the Texas League. Here's Jake Shiner, right-handed batter against Curtis. First pitch, swinging a ball, pop foul, back out of play. Came at him with a slider. 3-0 lead for Arkansas. We're in the top of the 7th inning tonight at 1-0. Arkansas trying to take 4 of 6 from the Drillers. These games are the first meetings this year between these 2 teams, divisional foes. Runner goes to second. The pitch is a strike on the inside corner. That'll be another stolen base. Stolen base for Larson without a throw. So Arkansas has swiped 5 bases tonight and not 1 throw by the Drillers. Pitch is a slider outside. And that's definitely an issue. There's no denying that. 107 steals, only been caught 20 times opposing runners against the Drillers. 1-2 delivery is a fastball inside. So the count now 2-2 to the batter Jake Shiner. He's 0 for 3 tonight. His popped out and struck out twice. 2-2 offering. Swinging a ball hit down the left field line into the corner, and it is a foul ball. Fan reached over the railing down there and tried to catch it, but couldn't hold on to it. So the count holds at 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll be naming our Delta Dental player of the game after the ball game. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third with 3 runs in. And the pitch is up high, came in off speed. Looked like he may have lost a handle on that one. Now Jake Shiner, the batter, he is the 8th batter of the inning. 3-2 the count. 3-2 pitch is a swing and a miss. He struck him out to end the inning. However, the Arkansas Travelers roll a 3, a big 3-run triple by Caden Polkovich. Nice to have you with us tonight on AM 1430 The Buzz, and also those watching tonight on MLB TV. Great to have you with us. This is the Texas League. The Tulsa Drillers are the AA affiliate of Los Angeles Dodgers, and the Arkansas Travelers, the AA affiliate of the Seattle Mariners. And we witnessed quite a pitching duel through the first 6 innings, as both starting pitchers were outstanding tonight. Bobby Miller for the Drillers went 6 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. And Emerson Hancock for Arkansas, 5 2/3 innings, 3 hits, no runs, 2 walks, 6 strikeouts. Both came out of the ball game due to pitch limits. And it was Arkansas breaking through for 3 runs in the 7th inning against the Drillers reliever, Nick Robertson. Let's see what the Drillers can do now against the Travelers reliever. Colin Clover. So here come the Drillers. Big crowd here tonight. A post-game fireworks spectacular coming up. For the Drillers here in the 7th inning, Brandon Lewis, the DH, will lead off. He's 0 for 2. He has skied out to right and fouled out to first. First pitch is a breaking ball up high, ball 1. Colin Cober, young man out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. He came in last inning to get the final out. Lewis waits from the right side to pitch. Breaking ball misses high and outside, ball 2. Brandon Lewis was a 4th-round pick of the Dodgers in 2019 out of UC Irvine, the Anteaters. Pitch a swing and a miss. Fastball that ran in. Last season, Lewis had a monster year at A-ball between Rancho Cucamonga and Great Lakes. He hit 30 homers and drove in 86 runs. Pitch, swing and a miss. Fastball up, and the count now even at 2-2. Last year hit .269, 30 homers, 86 runs driven in. Coming into the ballgame tonight, hitting .189 with 6 homers, 19 RBIs. It's quite an adjustment from single to AA. 2-2, and that is strike 3 called. Came down a little bit sidearm and locates that fastball to knees on the outside corner, and Lewis strikes out. Batter now is Devin Mann. Devin 1 for 2. He's flied to center and singled. Right-handed batter up here. First pitch, swing, and it fell back. Colin Cober. This is his 22nd appearance. Next pitch is check swing and a ball rolled to first base, picked up by Shiner, underhands of the pitcher. Cober at first for the out. An excuse me check swing results in a 3-1 putout. Batter now will be Carson Taylor. Taylor came into the ball game back in the fifth inning in place of Chris Betts, who was ejected from the ball game. Got into an argument with the home plate umpire. Trevor Danagern was tossed. First pitch, breaking ball way inside to Taylor, batting from the left side. He is a switch hitter. 3-0 lead for Arkansas, bottom of the seventh inning. Pitch, swing, and a pop foul back out of play. Well, as the sun sets, most of the field now, the playing field in shadow, the sun reflecting off the outfield billboards, the signs out there. Pitch, and that is a slider in there for a strike. Boy, that one started way out of the strike zone. Had a big hook on the outside corner. And the count 1-2 now to Carson Taylor with two gone. Bag's empty here. And the pitch, swing and a miss. He chased one out of the strike zone, and down on strikes is Taylor. And the Drillers gone in the seventh. We head to the eighth inning, top of the eighth inning. Arkansas leads it 3-0. Looks like we'll have a new catcher coming into the ball game. This is going to be Ryan January. January becomes the third catcher in the ball game tonight for Tulsa. January just joined the Drillers a few days ago, called up from Single A Great Lakes. So here we go to the top of the eighth inning. Batter is Zach DeLoach. He is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Keegan Curtis on the mound. He came in last inning for Tulsa. Right-hander to the plate, and a pitch, a swing, and a ball bounced foul, first base side. Arkansas, 3 runs, 5 hits, no errors. The Drillers, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Top of the eighth inning. Turned into a beautiful summer evening here in Tulsa. A little bit on the warm side, 95 degrees at first pitch. Next delivery in there for a strike. DeLoach, he was a second-round pick of Seattle. That was back in 2020 draft. Left-handed batter up here, and the pitch on the way. And that is strike 3 call through a dart at 94 at the knees on the outside corner. Boy, the strikeouts really piling up tonight. Tulsa starter Bobby Miller had a season-high 10 strikeouts in 6 innings. Nick Robertson with 2 strikeouts. And now Curtis with his second strikeout. Here is Cade Marlowe, the center fielder, left-handed batter. First pitch inside, ball 1. Oh, hit by the pitch. Apparently nicked him. It looked to me like Marlowe didn't realize he'd been hit. He looked back at the home plate umpire, and Trevor Danager said, "Take your base." I've always been a great believer that a situation like that, the batter will tell you if they've been hit or not, just by a natural reaction. The natural reaction, if you've been hit by a pitch, is to react to that. Didn't appear as though Marlowe did. Now a throw to first base and a runner back. Here's Riley Unroe. He has struck out, walked, and had a big bunt single last inning and came around and scored. Runner goes to second, and no throw. That is the 6th stolen base tonight by Arkansas, and all 6 not a throw. I've talked to Drillers manager Scott Hennessy earlier in the year about that, and he's frustrated. He doesn't feel as though the pitchers are doing a good enough job holding the runners close and getting to the plate quickly. Twice tonight, Arkansas has had double steals. Last night, the winning run in the 8th inning scored on a walk, 2 steals, and a wild pitch for Arkansas. Unroe, left-handed batter, waits. And the pitch, and that is a strike at the knees on the outside corner. Unroe, the shortstop. He's hitting .205 on the year. Curtis to the plate, and the pitch. Check swing and a foul at the plate. Well, professional baseball has been played here in Tulsa since 1905. At one time, the Tulsa Oilers were the longtime AAA affiliate of the St. Louis Cardinals, and there's still a lot of Cardinal fans in these regions. Every time the Springfield Cardinals come to Tulsa, there's a lot of folks dressed in red at the game. 0-2 the count. Here it comes, a pitch, and that is a check swing. Did he go? He did not on the appeal. You know, last night's ball game, Drillers starting pitcher Landon Knack had to exit the ball game with an apparent injury. That was in the fourth inning. Here's the pitch, and he's swinging a grounder into left field. That's a base hit. Marlowe's around third, coming to the plate. Here comes a throw from Ward. It's going to be cut off as he scores on an RBI single by Unroe, and that makes it 4-0 Arkansas. Hit by pitch, stolen base, RBI single. But I saw Jesse Guffey, the trainer for the Drillers, earlier today, and I asked him about Landon Knack. He did not get specific, and he said that it's nothing major. And when I asked him, will he remain in the rotation, he said yes. That's good news. Here's Ankia. Runner goes to second. There will be a throw this time, and safe. Head first slide by Unroe. I think it's safe to say that the Arkansas Travelers are running at will. See the replay, somewhat close. That throw by January and the sweep tag attempt by Mann. And Chia waits, pitch, swing, and they foul back. So by my count, that is 7 stolen bases tonight for Arkansas. 7. Oh, 2 the count now to Anchia. Right-handed batter waiting. Curtis, here he comes, a pitch. Swinging the ball, popped up. First base side, drifting into foul territory is Yurchak, and he makes the catch. Second out of the inning. Well, the Drillers rallied late last night. They fell short 4-3, but they've still got 6 outs to burn here tonight, so they're only down 4-0. Arkansas will be back home tomorrow at Dickey-Stephens Park to take on the Springfield Cardinals. Drillers on the road at Northwest Arkansas tomorrow night. Here's Hoover, Connor Hoover. First pitch, fastball taken for a strike. Both starting pitchers tonight, outstanding. Both first-round draft picks in 2020. It's a great pitching duel through 6 innings here tonight. Pitch, fastball sails up high. So a run in here in the Arkansas 8th inning. And they've got a runner at second base with 2 gone. Here's the 1-1. And that is a slider in there for a strike. Good late movement on that one. 1-2 the count now to Connor Hoover. One and two the count. Here it comes, a pitch. And that is a slider that just missed outside, a little bit low. Mentioned earlier that ball game tonight in Springfield, they had a 2-hour rain delay at the start of the ball game due to rain. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And here it comes, a pitch, swing and a line drive, base hit right field. Unroe will round third, come in and score. It's now 5-0 Arkansas has been getting the big hits with men in scoring position and 2 outs. I'll bring Ryan Denick out, pitching coach. He's had a busy night tonight. That RBI for Hoover, his 14th of the year. Full slate of games tonight in the Texas League. The Texas League is a 10-team league. 5 teams in the north, 5 teams in the south. For a long time, there was 8 teams in the league. Looking at the scores, they're in the bottom of the 8th inning in Midland. Midland leading San Antonio 4-2. Frisco has a 4-0 lead over Corpus Christi. Frisco at home tonight. That's in the top of the 7th inning. Northwest Arkansas leads at Amarillo 9-4. So pitching coach Ryan Denick back to the dugout. Here is Polkovich. He had the big 3-run double last inning. Or excuse me, triple. First pitch low, ball 1. Now, ball game now in Springfield is underway. They're in the bottom of the 3rd inning, 3-3 ball game. Be a long drive home after the ball game tonight for Wichita. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. Slider there from Curtis. Never seems to fail, does it? Getaway day, especially now. The last thing you expect this time of year is rain. We've had such beautiful weather here in Tulsa. We're not that far from Springfield. Here's the pitch, low and inside with a fastball at 94. Corpus Christi Hooks will have a fairly long drive after their ball game. They head back to Corpus Christi from basically the Dallas area. It's probably about maybe 5-6 hour drive. Pitch, fastball up and away, ball 3. Drillers will have a really short bus trip tonight after the ball game, about 100 miles over to Springdale. And we mentioned Arkansas, they'll be heading back to Little Rock, and that's about 4 hours, right at 4 hours from Tulsa to Little Rock. 3-1 the count. Here it comes. The runner goes, pitch is up high, and it's a strike, a high strike, and yet another stolen base without a throw. Hoover, that is 8 stolen bases tonight for Arkansas. 8. And there's only been 1 throw attempt on those 8 steals. 3-2 the count. Pitch, swinging a ground ball back up the middle and into center field, a base hit. This will score Hoover and makes it now a 6-0 lead. So Arkansas with 3 runs in the 7th, 3 more in the 8th. And that's going to be all for Keegan Curtis. So Curtis, who got the final out in the 7th inning, not able to get through the 8th here. There is 2 outs, so Curtis goes an inning. Now he hands the ball to his manager, Scott Hennessy. Here in the inning, 2 hits, but 3 runs in. This has suddenly turned in, gone from a pitcher's duel to a battle of the bullpens, and right now it's Arkansas leading 6-0. Both starting pitchers were outstanding through 6 innings. Gibbons, his last outing was here on Tuesday night against Arkansas. He pitched a third of an inning and gave up 4 earned runs without a hit. He had 5 walks, a hit batter, 1 strikeout. That was his third outing since joining the Drillers. So he is called upon here in the 8th inning with 3 runs in, 2 outs. Batter is Joe Rizzo. There goes the runner to second. Pitch is in the dirt to the backstop. And that will be yet another stolen base. That is 9 steals, 9 stolen bases tonight for Arkansas. They're 9 for 9. By the way, that RBI single by Polkovich, he now has driven in 4 runs in the last 2 innings. Pitch, and that hit him in the leg. Rizzo hit by the pitch. Batter now is going to be Jack Larson. I don't know. There is certain etiquette in baseball, if you will. And with a 6-0 lead, stealing your 9th base of the night. Although that pitch was in the dirt, it bounced up and hit Rizzo in the leg. Here's Larson. First pitch is up high, ball 1. This is the 8th batter of the inning. Arkansas had 8 batters come to the plate last inning. Pitch way up high, ball 2. Drillers just trying to get out of this 8th inning. 3 runs in. It's a 6-0 lead for Arkansas. They have 2 on with 2 outs. Pitch is way up high again, ball 3. Mentioned that Gibbons had 5 walks and a hit batter the other night in a third of an inning. Some indication there. Here's a 3-0 pitch, and that's in there for a strike. Driller fans applauding that strike there. 3-1 the count. And the 3-1 pitch is outside, ball 4. So now the bases are loaded. And the batter is going to be Jake Shiner, the 9th batter of the inning. Shiner tonight 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts. He's up here now with the bases full. First pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fastball at 93 from Gibbons. Shiner, right-handed batter. Here it comes. A pitch, swing, and a foul back. So he came in again at 94. Fastball. Oh, 0-2 the count. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here it comes. A pitch is inside, hit him on the arm. And that will force in a run. Makes it a 7-0 ball game. Bases will remain loaded. Pitching coach Ryan Denick now is going to head out to the mound. Well, you feel for Cameron Gibbons. As we saw the other night, he was just having a heck of a time trying to locate that strike zone. And appears to be the case again here tonight. Ryan Denick, first-year pitching coach for the Tulsa Drillers, doing a wonderful job in charge of these young prospects. So this is the 10th batter of the inning. Zach DeLoach, first pitch inside, ball 1. 4 runs in here in the 8th inning. 7-0 lead now for Arkansas. This was a scoreless ball game through 6. Here's the 1-0, and that is inside ball 2. Drillers may not want to, but they may they might be forced to get somebody up in the bullpen. Bases remain loaded, and the pitch is a strike on the outside corner. Wichita now taking a 4-3 lead at Springfield, top of the 4th inning. Two and one, here it comes. The pitch is inside, ball 3. Three balls and 1 strike, nowhere to put Deloach. And Gibbons to the plate, and he misses inside, ball 4. That forces in another run. It's now 8-0. Arkansas, their 5th run of the inning. Batter now is going to be Cade Marlowe. Marlowe tonight is 1 for 3, hit by a pitch, 2 runs scored. First pitch, swing, and a foul back. On 1 the count is Gibbons, the right-hander, trying to get this inning to end. Pitch, and he misses high and inside, and the count evens at 1-1. Just in case you were wondering, the Texas League record for steals in a game is 21. That was for Austin back in 1907. Pitch, a swing and a miss. And the count now 1-2, thanks to Brian Carroll for sending us that information. 21 stolen bases in a ball game by Austin. And what was the year? 1907. Texas League has been around since 1888. Bases loaded. 2 outs, 1-2 the count. Gibbons, here he comes. The pitch is high and inside, ball 2. Well, one good thing is it's starting to get darker now. We do have a post-game fireworks spectacular coming up. Here's the 2-2 pitch, is up high, ball 3. Drillers now get a right-hander up in the bullpen. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gibbons with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Pitch is a swing and a line drive, base hit into right field. 1 run in, 2 runs in, 2-run single by Marlowe. And it's now 10-0 Arkansas. Seven runs in the inning. Hard to believe you look at that scoreboard. The crooked numbers up there with 3 runs in the 7th, 7 in the 8th. It was a scoreless ball game through 6 innings. Here's Riley Unroe. He has an RBI single earlier in this inning. First pitch is up high, ball 1. Nothing lead now for Arkansas in the top of the 8th inning. Runners at first and third. Pitch misses inside. Well, there was a recent ball game here where the Drillers, actually was at, I think it was Tuesday night, when they brought in Abiato Avelino, a third baseman, to pitch. Pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Avelino retired 2 batters. He did walk a guy. But the Drillers do have a right-hander getting loose in the bullpen right now. We still have the 9th inning to get through. Here's the pitch. Misses up high, and it's now 3-1. Just cannot seem to find that 17-inch wide plate. 3-1 the count to Unruh. And the pitch is up high, ball 4. Well, Scott Hennessy is going to be forced to come out and bring in a new pitcher. You really feel for Cameron Gibbons. Try as he may, he just cannot get that ball over the strike zone. And several of the teammates pat him on the back on the mound. And the Drillers now will bring in a new pitcher. Well, Arkansas broke the scoreless tie with 3 runs in the 7th inning. And they have added 7 more runs in the 8th inning. And they've still got the bases loaded. Here is Jake Anchia, the catcher. Anchia tonight is 0 for 3 with a walk and a run scored. Bases full of travelers, still 2 outs. First pitch, swing and a foul back. This is the 13th batter of the inning. And Chia, the catcher. Pitch, swinging the ball, hit in the air to center. Back on it is Kendall, and this one is gone. A grand slam to straightaway center field. Boy, how about that? That ball just to the right of the 400-foot marker in straightaway center, a grand slam. And it's now 14-0 Arkansas. It's one of those things you have to see it to believe it. Here is Connor Hoover. First pitch is in there for a strike. I'll tell you one thing, it won't take long to recap this one tonight. Pitch, that is down low. That home run for Anchia, his 3rd of the year, a grand slam. Here's the 1-1, swinging a ball, pop foul down the third base side. So 11 runs in the inning. It's been a while since I can recall Drillers giving up 11 runs in an inning. So 1-2 pitch is strike 3 called. So the inning does have an ending. However, Arkansas scores 11 runs in the 8th inning. Drillers coming up in the bottom of the 8th inning, trailing this one 14-0. And also the 11 runs in the 8th inning, top of the 8th inning by Arkansas. That is the most runs in an inning in One Oak Field history. And again, One Oak Field has been home to the Drillers since 2010. Arkansas scoring 11 runs in the 8th inning, and they're leading 14-0. Hard to believe this game was scoreless after 6 innings. Arkansas with 3 runs in the 7th and 11 runs in the 8th. Now for the Drillers, here is Leonel Valera, the shortstop, to lead off the 8th inning. First pitch is outside, ball 1. We have a new pitcher in now for the Arkansas Travelers. This is Oneshko, and the left-hander misses outside. Ben Oneshko is the new pitcher, the third pitcher of the night for Arkansas. Valera is struck out and walked tonight, batting 9th in the order. Next pitch is way outside, ball 3. Three-0 the count to Valera. Here it comes, a pitch, and that is in there for a strike. We have our research staff is fast at work tonight. Next pitch is outside, ball 4. So Valera draws the leadoff walk here in the Tulsa 8th inning. Some more. Biggest inning for Tulsa opponent since Wichita scored 14 runs in an inning in a 19-2 win on May 22nd, 2002 in a ball game at Old Lawrence Dumont Stadium in Wichita. Here's Kendall, the leadoff batter. First pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 1. So the 11 runs in the 8th inning tonight by Arkansas. The biggest inning for a Tulsa opponent since Wichita scored 14 runs in a ball game on May 22nd, 2002 in Wichita at Lawrence Dumont Stadium. Next pitch in there for a called strike 2. Jaron Kendall is 0 for 3 tonight, a pair of strikeouts, and he's lined out to right, was robbed of a hit. Jack Larson making a headlong diving catch. Here's the 0-2 pitch, is outside, ball 1. Arkansas has 14 runs on 10 hits, no errors. The Drillers no runs, only 3 hits and 1 error. Pitch, big sweeping breaking ball is outside, and the count 2-2. Well, you know, the Drillers really have only had a couple of ball games like this, and one of them was last Tuesday night. Next pitch, a fastball runs inside. 3-2 the count out of Kendall. But the Drillers have been very competitive this year. Most games have been very close scores. They did lose Tuesday 14-5 to Arkansas. Here's a 3-2, and that is inside. It hit him. Got him on the hip. So not the start to an inning you'd want if you've got a 14-0 lead. You walk a batter, now hit a batter. Drillers now have 2 on with nobody out here in the 8th inning. And the batter is Cody Hosey, 0 for 3 tonight. Right-handed batter up here. And the pitch is outside, ball 1. Oneshko working out of the stretch. Left-hander sets. And here he comes. A pitch. Swinging a liner down the left field line. A foul ball. Just fouled. Cody put a charge in that one. But just foul. Well, evening is falling now here in downtown Tulsa. We do have a fireworks spectacular coming up after the ball game. The grand finale of 3 straight nights of fireworks here at One Oak. Pitch, swinging a ball hit in the air to center. Back on it to his left is Marlowe. The center fielder is there. Makes the catch, and the runners will not tag. One down, and the batter is going to be Ryan Ward. I don't know. That fly ball there was fairly deep. I think if it was a close ball game, that Valera probably would have tried to tag. I'm just assuming. He certainly has the speed to probably get him over there to third base. Here is Ryan Ward, who's 0 for 2 with a walk. Lefty against lefty. And the pitch is a strike to the knees on the outside corner. Ryan last year hit 27 home runs in A-ball. He's got 17 this year with the Drillers. Pitch, sweeping breaking balls outside. He's currently third in the Texas League in homers. He's up here with 2 on and 1 out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Pitch, swinging a ground ball back up the middle. That's a base hit. Valera around third will come in and score to break up the shutout. And listen to these Driller fans. Kieran Kendall goes first to third on the base hit. So the Drillers on the board, trailing 14-1 now in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here's Andy Paez. First pitch, swing and a miss. A healthy cut. Stadium lights turned on, now starting to take effect here as evening falls. Final game of this 6-game homestand for Tulsa. Pitch, and that is low and inside. Paez tonight has fouled out to third, struck out swinging and singled. This young man only 21 years young. We saw a really good display of his arm strength in the first inning tonight. Threw a run out at first base from right field. Pitch, low and inside. That was way back in the first inning when Jack Larson hit a base hit down the right field line. Looked for a moment like he might try to stretch for 2. Took a wide turn at first base, and Paez threw a bullet back to first base to get Larson. Next pitch, swinging a ball, hammered deep to left field, and there she goes. Home run. Three-run homer for Andy Paez. His 14th of the year. He now has 45 RBIs to take the club lead. And with that home run, another $50 will be donated by Budweiser to the Folds of Honor Foundation for every home run the Drillers hit here at One Oak Field. That ball nearly cleared the Budweiser terrace in left field. Here is Justin Yurchak. Pitch. That's a fastball taken for a strike. Drillers now down 14-4 in the 8th inning. Yurchak waits. The pitch. Swing and a foul back. Yurchak tonight is 1 for 3 with a base hit. 0-2 the count to Yurchak. And the pitch. Swing and a foul back. And that home run by Andy Paez traveled 400 feet. It was to the top row of the Budweiser terrace out there in left field. It's more of a line drive than a fly ball. 0-2 the count to Yurchak. And the pitch. Swing, another foul back. Well, the Driller fans getting something to cheer about here in the 8th inning. To the count to Yurchak. And the pitch. Swinging a ball, popped up, shallow left field. Coming in is Hoover, and he parks under it and makes the catch. 2 outs. Batter now will be Brandon Lewis, a DH. But it looks like we're going to have a new pitcher. So Oneshko is coming out. He goes 2/3 of an inning, and he has surrendered 4 runs, all earned. He hit a batter, walked a batter, did not strike anybody out, and surrendered 2 hits. So we'll have a new pitcher coming in now for the Arkansas Travelers. Looks like this is going to be Jake Haber. Haber is the new pitcher. He is a right-hander. He becomes the 4th pitcher of the night for the Arkansas Travelers. Oneshko, again, 2/3 of an inning. He had 2 hits, 4 runs, all earned. 1 walk, no strikeouts, and 1 hit batter. And he gives way now to Haber. And this is the final game of this 6-game homestand. We've had beautiful weather here in Tulsa, a little bit on the warm side. Tonight, 95 degrees at first pitch, but it seems like every night we've had a comfortable breeze to accommodate the heat. And Haber now going through his warm-up tosses. Drillers have a 6-game series coming up beginning tomorrow night in Northwest Arkansas. Then there'll be an off day next Monday, a week from tomorrow. And then the Drillers will move on for 6 games in Springfield against the Cardinals. And after that series ends, there will be a 4-day break in the scheduling. So the Drillers will not be back to One Oak Field until the 22nd of July. That's a 19-day break. 19 days before the Drillers are back here. Here's Brandon Lewis. First pitch, fastball in there for a strike from Haber. Lewis, a right-handed batter. Pitch and off speed in there for a strike. Lewis tonight 0 for 3. Down the count 0-2. And the pitch, fastball low and outside. One ball, 2 strikes. Lewis waiting. Haber delivers. Pitch, swing, and a foul to plate. You got to credit these faithful Tulsa Driller fans hanging in there, cheering on the ball club. The other night when we had an incident when the Driller batter Andy Paz was hit by a pitch, but the umpire wouldn't let him go to first. Pitch, a swing and a miss. Strikeout on an off-speed pitch. That ends the inning. But the other night, I've never heard such a loud boo coming from a ballpark in all my years. Arkansas blowing it open with 3 runs in the 7th, 11 runs in the 8th, but the Drillers get 4 runs in the 8th inning. 3 of them coming in on a home run by Andy Paz. And as I was speculating, the Drillers now will bring in a position player, Abiatal Avelino, to pitch. He normally is an infielder, plays third base. A veteran ball player who was signed to a free agent contract a few weeks back by the Dodgers. And here in Tulsa, his 2nd appearance as a pitcher this year. First pitch is in there for a strike to. This is the leadoff batter, Caden Polkovich. Next pitch, a swing and a miss, and the count 0-2. Big night tonight for the young man from Oklahoma State. He has 3 hits, including a 3-run triple. He's driven in 4 runs tonight. It was his 3-run triple in the 7th inning that broke the scoreless duel. Next pitch is up high. That came in at 83. Alberto Avellino. Pitch and a swing and a foul back. Avellino, when his first appearance, he got 2 outs. He walked the batter, but did not give up any hits or runs. Next pitch off speed, bounces in the dirt, and the count 2 balls, 2 strikes to Volkovich. $14 runs, 10 hits for Arkansas. Next pitch is up high, and I believe it's now a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Avellino to the plate, and the pitch is high and inside. Ball 4. Drillers are trailing this one 14-4. The batter now is Joe Rizzo. Rizzo tonight is 0 for 4 hit by a pitch and a run scored. First pitch, swinging a ball, punched foul down the third base side. Tonight, the Arkansas Travelers have stolen 9 bases, 9 for 9 on the base paths. They scored 11 runs in the 8th inning. Those are both One Oak Field records. Next pitch misses outside. Rizzo is hitting .253 on the year. He's got 15 homers. Pitch swinging a ground ball back to Avellino. He fields it, goes to second for 1, and the throw to first, double play. What a play there by Avellino. Wow. It was almost like his glove was a magnet. That ball was hit a shot right up the middle on the ground, and it went right into his mitt. It's a great play, and he wheeled it through to Valera, the shortstop, and they complete the double play. Put a star by that one. 1-6-3 double play. And the first pitch is a swing and a foul back by Jack Larson. We have seen some defensive gems tonight by both teams, especially early in the ball game. 0-1 pitch, swinging the ball, pulled foul to the right. Now the Drillers in the 9th inning scheduled hitters are Mann, January, and then Valera. That is the lower third of the order. 0-2 pitch, misses outside. By the way, Alberto Avellino is the 6th pitcher tonight for Tulsa, the 6th. There's the 1-2, and a swing and a fly ball to left. Back on it is Ward, and at the fence, makes the catch right up against the wall. So Avellino comes in and retires the side without giving up a run or a hit. We move now to the bottom of the 9th inning. The Drillers coming up trailing 14-4. Arkansas will bring in yet another pitcher. This is going to be Travis Kuhn, a right-hander. Travis Kuhn will start the 9th inning. The Drillers will have Devin Mann leading off, right-handed batter. First pitch, fastball inside, ball 1. Arkansas has 14 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They've left 7 men on base. Pitch, and that is in there for a strike. Devin tonight has flied to center, singled, and grounded out. It's been a tough series for Devin. He is 2 for 19. Pitch swing, and he fouls one back. Devin Mann has pretty much become the everyday second baseman for the Drillers ever since the departure of Michael Bush. little over a month ago to AAA Oklahoma City. Devin is an outstanding infielder. Next pitch, and that is strike three, called a fastball. And that is out number one here in the Tulsa ninth inning. Ball game is approaching the 3-hour mark. Well, this is Carson Taylor. I thought they had motioned in a new catcher, but apparently Carson Taylor stayed in the ballgame, so I beg your pardon. This is Taylor, who is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. He came into the ballgame back in the 5th inning. Pitch, swinging the ball, chop foul, third base side. (14-4). Drillers trail it with 1 out in the 9th inning. Next pitch, and that is a swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 the count now to Carson Taylor. Big crowd tonight, eagerly anticipating the post-game fireworks show. It's night now here in downtown Tulsa. 1-2 pitch, missed inside. Two and two to count now to Taylor. The pitch, swinging a bouncing ball towards second base. Polkovich charges, has it, underhands a flip to first base, 2 down. Drillers now down to their final out. Here's Leonel Valera. This is the final game of the 6-game series in the 6-game homestand. Kuhn, the right-hander, out of the stretch, and he delivers. Pitch, high and inside, ball 1. Drillers will finish this homestand 2-4. Next pitch in there for a called strike. It's interesting, the Drillers this year, they have played much, much better on the road. They're 20-11 on the road. With a loss tonight, they'll be 22-20 at home. Here's a 1-1. That is strike 2 called. A fastball, 95 at the knees on the outside edge, and the count now 1-2. Kuhn, here he comes, a pitch. Swing and a miss, ball game over. So the Tulsa Drillers, they fall here tonight in the final game of the 6-game series in the homestand. Drillers fall by a final score of 14-4. Arkansas takes 4 of the 6 in this series. I'll have the totals for you here in a moment. For Arkansas, we mentioned 14 runs, 10 hits, no errors, and 7 men left on base. The Drillers, 4 runs, 5 hits, 1 error, and the Drillers ended up leaving 5 base runners. Here, the winning pitcher is Colin Kober. Kober is 3-0 on the season, and the loss goes to Nick Robertson. He falls to 1-2 on the year. In a ball game that featured 18 runs, only 2 home runs, 1 by each team. A grand slam by Jake Anchia, that came in the 8th inning. Grand slam, his 3rd homer of the year. And for the Drillers, a 3-run clout by Andy Paez in the 8th inning. Paez with his 14th homer of the year. But with this loss now, the Drillers fall to 42-31 on the season. 2-4 in second half play. They're now 22-20 at home, 20-11 on the road. Arkansas picks up their 40th win of the year. They're now 40-35, 4-2 in the second half of the season. Time of the game was 2 hours and 58 minutes. 2:58 our game time. And we'll pass along the attendance in the postgame show. I've not heard that yet. Dennis Higgins invited to stay tuned for the Drillers postgame show, which is coming up.